What's up, y'all? Robbie TV, Shake Back Kid, we back live with it, baby. Back live with it. What's up with y'all, man? What's up, what's up? You on here a little late today, or you wanna say early, yeah, baby? So we gotta get it in, though. On the late night tip. It's a lot going on, for real. Whole lot. Got a whole lot going on. It's just seeing Don Lemon speak out, you know what I mean? After he was in a church protesting. Like, yo, how can you go to a church and protest? You know what I mean? So we got that. We got Candace Owens, you know, being Candace Owens, that's what she gonna do. Exposing what she do, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I said we gonna take a look at that. Yeah, baby. And then we gonna, that's pretty much it for real. And we got, oh yeah, where's the Epstein files, man? I don't know why I ain't been hearing nothing about it, but where's the Epstein files at? I don't know why they keep trying to hide it, or they keep trying to, you know what I mean? I don't know, but where's the Epstein files at, bro? That's what I want to know. And I ain't, you know what I mean? They keep trying to switch the topic. You feel what I'm saying? Saying they ain't hide nothing and all. If you ain't hide nothing, why you don't release them then? You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know why they ain't. I know why, but to them, they not. They say, we still gotta do investigations and all that. So yeah, we gonna see. We know they ain't gonna release him though. We already know that. So. But yeah, man, so we got a couple topics to talk about. We're gonna touch on this Don Lemon situation first. Cause Don Lemon, yo, he was wrong for going into that church. And I ain't even see that. I just seen the video where he was in there actually talking about, you know, ICE out and all that, like you protesting at a church. Like, come on, man. So let's touch on this Don Lemon. Then he talking about it's an attack on He talking about it's an attack on freedom of speech and freedom of press. No, it ain't an attack on no freedom of press. You know what I mean? He trying to say it's tyranny and all that. Like, man, we ain't going to do that. You was in that church being with a paid protester. You know what I mean? Y'all could have, I ain't even want to say go outside the church, but you know what I mean? Y'all could have went across the street or something. But you ain't had to go inside the church. Like, come on, that's where people, you know, doing their prayers and all of that. Like, and he wasn't even just in there. He told me he was interviewing. He was actually in there with the ride. You feel what I'm saying? Chanting with the ride. So I ain't listening to all that what he talking about. Don Lemon, he bought and paid for. We already know that, man. All these motherfuckers bought and paid for. You know what I mean? What's up, y'all? What's up? Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe. Robbie TV. You on our way to 400 subscribers, baby. Been a minute, man. It's been a long time coming. We definitely should get it. We're gonna get it, man. At least before the weekend is out. But yeah, man. How y'all feel about this Don Lemon situation, man? We're gonna get to Candace Owens too. Cause Candace Owens, she on Kirk. Kirk had been moving crazy since Charlie Kirk death. I mean, I wouldn't want my widow to move like that. You know what I mean? Taking crazy pictures with J.D. Vance and, you know what I mean? She ain't been moving like she real sorry. You feel what I'm saying? She been really, you know what I mean? Like she moving like an agent, for real. Like I don't really like, I feel like she a little phony to me. You know what I mean? I don't know if she was with Charlie Kirk for the money or for the fame, but we gonna see. We ready looking at all that, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel. We about to speak on Don Lemon though first, cause Don Lemon he was wrong, man, for going into that church doing that. Like, come on now. So make sure y'all like, subscribe. It's situated like this was done. Hold on, let me see. Do they actually got the video? Church, let me see.
It's unacceptable. It's shameful. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship. But there were folks who will. I have to take care of my vlog. But listen, we live in there's a constitution, the First Amendment to freedom of speech and freedom to assemble and protest. We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man, come on now.
We're here to worship Jesus. That's why we're here. Okay? That's why we're here. That's what we're about.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe.
We're about spreading the love of Jesus.
But did you try to talk to them as a
no
Christian?
one is willing to talk.
Okay.
I have to take care of my church and my family, so I asked that you actually would also leave this building.
You don't want us to.
Unless you're here to worship. You're here to worship.
I'm always worship. I'm a Christian.
We're here to worship. We're here to worship. Okay.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. What do you think of this?
Look, this
This
motherfucker.
is unacceptable. It's shameful.
It's shameful.
To interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship.
You hear him in the background? Ice out.
Take care of my vlog and my
But listen, we live in there's a constitution, the First Amendment to freedom of speech and freedom to assemble and protest.
We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ.
That's what he did, bro. That's what he did.
We're here to worship Jesus. That's why we're here. Okay? That's why we're here. That's what we're about.
Don't you think Jesus would be understanding and
We're about
love these folks?
We're about spreading the love of Jesus.
But did you try to talk to them as a
No
Christian?
one is willing to talk.
Okay.
I have to take care of my church and my family, so I asked that you actually would also leave this building.
You don't want us to.
Unless you're here to worship. You're here to worship.
I'm always worship. I'm a Christian.
We're here to worship. We're here to worship. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, he told him to leave. Look, yeah, he told him that, bitch, you actually leave. Like, bro, how you gonna go to a church, man, and start a protest? Like, come on, man, going there disrupting the people, man. A church, that's supposed to be a place of worship. You know what I mean? That's supposed to be off limits. Now, you outside the church or something, that's something different. You know what I mean? But come on now, man, you inside the church. How they even get inside? You feel? Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that you can walk in the church, but still though, like, come on now, let's go to show you that these people ready to go to the extreme. Ain't nobody even looking on the fact that, like, yo, you went to a church and started a protest. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like, how many you agree with that? Say justice. Say what he do. That's what he did, man. He incited a riot, allegedly, at a church. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's supposed a church, you're not supposed to be doing that, man. You feel what I'm saying? That's a place of worship. That's a place where people go at it and clear their mind and, talk to whoever their higher power is. You feel what I'm saying? You don't be going to no church and that I disagree. And I want to see the video where he was like, ice out. Let me see. Because he was in there with him and inciting the riot too. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on now. He wasn't just he was in there just doing freedom of press and all that. Nah, man, he was in there with them people. How you was in there at the same time as them people was in there. Let me see.
This is the beginning of what's going to happen here. When you violate people's due process, when you pull people off the street, you start dragging them and hurting them and not
ain't
providing
failing that at
the
all.
Constitution, protest comfortably. Tell us, why are you doing? What do you think of it? I mean,
all right. Say, where you from? I'm from Baltimore, yo. From Baltimore, yo. Where you from? Speaking on this Don Lemon situation. Let me see. Go to my man real quick. Yeah, Don Lemon was wrong for man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel too, man. Like, subscribe. That shit was terrible, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. So hold on, we about to see my man Keep It G. Shout out to my man Keep It G, man, from Baltimore, y'all. We say from Houston. What part of Houston? I gotta get down Houston. This is cold down there right now. You know, Houston usually stay warm for real. It's cold everywhere, and the whole United States cold as a bitch. It's cold down in Miami. God damn. Look, let me show y'all. This is Don Lemon right here, bro. You said what he did? This Don Lemon right here, yo. This motherfucker was in the church talking about he was just in there protesting. I mean, he was just in there doing journalism, but you gonna hear him in the background right here. This is his voice. Hold on. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel too, man. Like, subscribe, Robbie TV. Yeah, baby.
What it is. It don't matter if you like it or not.
And shout out to my man Keep It G. Y'all make sure y'all check his page out, my man Keep It G right here. You know what I mean? But shout out, man. It's Baltimore all day. But look, he the only one where I seen it. I just seen it on his shit.
This is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? We already know.
So is that Don Lemon protesting?
That's definitely him. That's definitely his voice.
Baltimore, bro. Yo, fuck, you talking about speaking English. I'm speaking real.
That's definitely, y'all gonna hear, hold on, I'm gonna let my man keep it. Y'all definitely gonna hear, y'all gonna hear Don Lemon voice. He say he just in there, he was in there, just to interview the pastor and all that. How he was there at the same time as the protest. So obviously you knew the protest was going on at that time, or was gonna be going on at that same time for you to be there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on now, that ain't no coincidence you there at the same time as the protest. Like, that shit crazy, man. I don't like that at all. Like, if we allowed them to get away with this at a church, ain't telling what they allowed to get away with. Like, come on now. Like, yo, just imagine if it's been some fighting or something. That shit would have went at a church. Like, that shit crazy.
I don't speak proper. Baltimore, America.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel too, man. Like, subscribe, Robbie TV. We on our way to 400 subscribers, man. So make sure y'all like, subscribe. We're getting the real over here. You know what I mean? We ain't with all the left wing, right wing, none of that. We getting the real facts. Yeah, facts over feeling, all that. We ain't doing no, you know what I mean? Feeling, or I feel like this. No, we going straight facts. So make sure y'all like, subscribe, man. Turn on your notifications, because we going hard all the rest of this year on our lives, and I'm dropping a lot of pre-recordings too, because this shit need to be exposed, man. Because they just had, they just had one of these in Baltimore. They just had a protest of ICE in Baltimore. Like, come on, this shit getting out of control now. Like, in Baltimore, you know, we're a predominantly black city. You know, for the most part, hopefully, we're gonna stay like that. But make sure y'all like, subscribe, man. Like, subscribe. We about to hear Don Lemon inciting a riot allegedly at a church. You know, and he was not supposed to be there, but he getting paid, allegedly. So make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe.
Bro.
It's Don Lemon right here at a church.
Is that Don Lemon pro? I don't think, if he was just a news anchor, I don't think he should be protesting too. Like I told y'all, Don Lemon got arrested because Don Lemon is a part of these groups. Why is he protesting? Why is he protesting? As a news anchor, he's supposed to be unbiased. He's supposed to be reporting the news. He shouldn't be out there protesting with the people. You know why he's protesting? Because he's a part of these people. That's why Don Lemon got arrested. It's not an attack on free speech. It's not an attack on freedom of press. It's an attack on these groups who Don Lemon seems to be a part of. I'm not none of it. Just told you that. I think all of us need to back away from it. I think everybody need to back away from it. At least until they figure out this dispute that they got going on. Len. Is this Don? This sounds like Don Lemon's voice.
It's definitely Don Lemon right there.
No, this is how I talk. I'm not mad at you, champ. This is not a news anchor. It's not a news anchor reporting the news, man.
That's Don Lemon right there.
He's protesting with the protesters. That's why he got arrested.
You can hear his voice. But they're in the church, yo. Like, look at this, yo. They is in the church. Like, they're in the church. People is, you know what I mean, trying to get their worship. People ain't trying to protest is for the streets. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's for the streets. That's something you keep out in the streets. When you're in the church, man, you don't protest no church. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's morally, that's wrong. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, why are you protesting the church, man? That's like, tell these people is getting out of control. And they don't have no dignity, no honor, no morals and principles. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for you to just go protest in the church. Like, come on now, man. And this Don Lemon right with him.
Is his voice. Yes, that's his voice. So this narrative that they're presenting is wrong. He protested.
Mm-hmm.
He could have been charged with inciting a riot.
Yeah, for a protester.
What the fuck? And then they went to a church. Yo, this is a violation. They was dead wrong for this.
Violation.
They was dead wrong for interrupting church to protest. Can people at least admit to that?
Right.
Regardless of which part of the equation you fall on, left or right.
Church is church.
They should not have ran into this church and protested during service.
Right. I agree. It ain't loud. Right. Probably elderly people in there. Children. Look, you see people leaving. But this is disrespectful, yo.
But they was dead wrong for this. This is bad. I ain't know they did this.
Real bad.
They shouldn't have did that, man. They shouldn't have did that. And what about the innocent people that were just there to enjoy service?
It's probably children.
They because of the past they're supposed to have been affiliated with ICE somehow. But what about the congregation? Yeah, man, they ain't had nothing to do with that shit.
People don't have no morals, man.
They was better off going outside his house and protesting. They was better off going outside his house.
People don't have no morals, yo. For them to do that, they don't have no morals. You can tell, no principles. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, man. I wish y'all only had one like in here. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe. Speaking on the Don Lemon situation, man, how he was just crying wolf now. They attacking his freedom, attacking his speech, attacking his First Amendment. But you in here talking about ICE out inside the church, bro. You shouldn't be doing that. You should be in that just with your camera. If you is going, you know what I mean, be a reporter. You feel what I'm saying? But come on now. You shouldn't be in that ICE out. That means you biased. You being biased. You swaying towards, you know what I mean? When you're a reporter, you're supposed to be unbiased. You know what I mean? Like you talking about ICE out. That means you being biased with one specific party. That's not reporting then. You know what I mean? Like, come on now, bro. You're supposed to be unbiased as a reporter. But he talking about ICE out. Like, come on now. Then I don't even see him interviewing nobody. So I think he interviewed the pastor probably right after this, all this and all that. But and even the pastor say, man, this shit is shameful. This shit is excuse my French, this is dead wrong, man. Y'all is unethical and don't have no type of morality to being here protesting what I have a live, you know what I mean, service going on. Now, if this was at the service, and even church in general was still off limits. But, you know, y'all at least could have waited till the people left. Feel what I'm saying? Like, I say, told these people, man, they ain't got no type of, no principles, no nothing. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, man. Like, subscribe. You hear him? You heard what he said? He said this can't happen. This is a house of Lord. So he's just a regular pride white boy just sitting there trying to trick. Then they beat. Like, it's probably like 20 motherfuckers in there. That's more than 20.
ICE is not the new KKK, Carl. ICE is not the new KKK. It's not. Don't fall for that, bro. It's not that. ICE is beefing with other. ICE is white people beefing with other white people, bro. They're not the new KKK, man. That's what I'm saying. It's not even just that, y'all. Yo, we don't have anything to do with this.
We don't.
Us as American citizens don't have anything to do with this. Watch. Man, my advice would just be to watch, like everybody else doing. I mean, like, that's what you should do. But to have an emotional attachment to it,
right,
or to have an opinion on it, either way, you lost, man. And I ain't talking to nobody in particular, I'm just saying in general. Let these people figure it out. They'll figure it out eventually. But it's a fight over power.
This is wrong right there.
So I just find it earth. Renee Good was an antagonist. Like, you got all these people, this the fucking crazy thing about it, right? And this is why it's so obvious. If you got these people chanting out Renee Good and Alex Prenny, they were paid antagonists. That's what they was, man.
Facts.
Or they could have been unpaid. But whatever it was, whether they was a...
This year I check out the rest of that, my man. Keep the G channel, man. He broke it down good. But no, I agree. I agree with everything. I couldn't find a video. I don't even know where he found that video at, but some man do his due diligence. But I tried to show you that video where they was paid to tag it, bro. Even Dog Limit is paid. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, these people, it's a lot of people that even got white people. Yeah, they said that, yo, why you at a protest with a gun? You feel what I'm saying? Then let me show y'all the video. Hold on. I'm about to show y'all the video of the Alex Petty guy. He was spitting at the police. Kicking the police car. Let me show y'all, look. Like, yo was kicking the police car, spitting on ICE agents. Let me show y'all.
Right now, I want to get you to this new.
So let me show this Alex Petty guy. You tell he was he was paid, bro. Why are you kicking? They still, even though ICE is you mean ICE baby, yeah, baby. But like, come on, they still law enforcement, yo. Like, I don't understand why people like they still a branch of law enforcement. How you got DEA, you got U.S. Marshals. You mean you got Homeland Security? They branches of government, bro. They still law enforcement. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on now. So if you out this bitch kicking their trucks and spitting at them and all that, like, what the hell you think gonna happen to you, bro? And I mean, not saying he deserved to lose his life, because he ain't deserve to die, but you know, he had a gun on him. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's how they justify. You know how many black men that didn't have guns on them, you know what I mean, that got killed, and they tried to at least, but you know what I mean? But there was a lot of black men that did have guns on them. You know what I mean? And that wasn't even trying to attack the police or whatever, and got shot, and they justified it. So like, come on now, why is this guy? And you know what I mean? They wasn't at no rally or nothing. This guy was at a rally. Like, yo, you at a protest with a firearm. You know what I mean? Like, y'all ain't no group or nothing like that. Or militant, not like y'all ain't. You just by yourself with a firearm, bro. Like, what the hell was going on? Like, and you could tell he was paid. He was a paid antagonist, man. Yo was a paid agitator. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he was down there to do, right? Allegedly. You feel what I'm saying? But like, come on, bro. Ain't no way you down that bitch kicking ICE agents and kicking their cars and come on now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for what? Like, and this shit had. You said this was weeks before the other girl even got murdered. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on now. But let me show y'all, look, this the video of him kicking that car, spitting at him, and all types of shit. So, come on, he was doing a lot of wild shit. You see, he had a gun on him, too. So, like, you tell this guy he was doing a lot. You kicking their cars, spitting at him, and you got a gun on you. And when he did this was weeks before the other situation where, you know, he just lost his life. And you know, it's unfortunate that he lost his life. I don't think he should have lost his life. But yo, you got a gun on you, bro. Once you got a gun on you, especially at a protest, like, yo, you know what I mean? Police officers, they not gonna give you no pass for that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and if it was a black man, I'd have said the same thing. Like, I'd been like, yo, it's fucked up. But they're not gonna give you no pass for that. You feel what I'm saying? They not, yo. Like, if you got a gun, black, especially he white, so he shit, they did him good. Shit, the black, but they'd have been shot his ass. They'd have did his ass way dirtier. You know what I mean? So come on around, bro. And it's not no black or white thing and nothing like that. It's just a right and wrong thing. You feel what I'm saying? But we still going to be realistic about it. Come on now, like, Spam's a white paid antagonist, allegedly.
From our Fox 9 Minneapolis team, it shows Alex Preddy had a confrontation with federal agents 11 days before he was fatally shot. Preddy is seen on January 13th in a crowd of observers with whistles who are cursing at immigration agents near the area of East 36th Street and Park Avenue. The video shows Preddy giving the finger.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel too, man. Come on, yo. Show me some love, man. Like, subscribe. Give me some likes, baby. You know what I mean? The real, man. We on our way, man. We on our way to 500 subscribers, man. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Getting the real over here.
Then being tackled to the ground by federal agents. Again, you see it right there on your screen, provided by Matt Shapiro over to our Fox 9 team. If you look closely, you'll be able to see there in the distance that the right tail light of that vehicle appears to be broken. Now, another angle of the incident shows Preddy approaching the vehicle in use by federal agents as he yells and spits in their direction and gives them the middle finger. Preddy then kicks the back of the vehicle twice, breaking the passenger side tail light. Agents then exit the vehicle and tackle Preddy. Preddy is eventually able to get free from the struggle. And
where's the video, bro?
Press, but it comes to playing
Like, this thing is
with fire.
where is the video?
New video of ICU nurse Owens Preddy's confrontation.
Oh yeah, here you go.
Confrontation with ICE. Now, for the first time, we're hearing from a witness who was there.
It's the new video of Alex Preddy sparking intense debate today.
Look, yo, come on, yo.
11 days before he was shot to death, and it shows the nurse yelling expletives at ICE.
He spitting at him.
He's also spitting at their vehicles. Then he kicks
Yo, come on, you don't spit at a police officer. That's an offense, right? I don't know if people know that. I believe spitting on anybody's an offense, but shit, even if it's not, you gonna get it's an offense. You fuck around, you get put through a fence. You know what I mean? But for real, it's definitely, especially if you spit on the police officers, I believe that's an offense. And it's a offense for an ass whooping. I ain't gonna lie. If you spit at anybody, you deserve to get your ass whooped. I ain't gonna lie to you. And even if you don't, even if you can fight, you whip their ass, you whip their ass. It is, but if you spit, just be looking for a fight. You know what I mean? Be looking to fight. That's anybody, anything. Like, I don't understand, bro. This man, like, he's spitting on agents and all. Like, come on, then he kicking their vehicles, and they leaving. They ain't even like doing. They leaving. They in the truck and going somewhere. This nigga, and then you a nurse, bro. What you doing? Like, come on, bro. Why is it you a whole nurse? You wasn't tired. You ain't had to go to work. You ain't. You know what I mean? Then it's like you down there again. You can see how they just wrestled your ass to the ground and you thought shit was sweet. Then you come down there with a gun next time. I don't know if he had a gun on him this time, but come on now, bro. And I'm not trying to say he deserved to be killed, but like, yo, he asking for it. Like, what the hell is like? Come on, bro. You kicking their cars and doing like, what the hell is just like? Yo, come on, man. People just don't be losing their brain. This man kicked their car and spit on him, and this 11 days before. Then 11 days after this, you come down there with a firearm and doing the same shit.
Breaking the tail light.
Yo, broke the tail light.
Jump out and swarm Preddy, but after a brief scuffle, they let him go. He reportedly suffered a broken rib in the confrontation. And look, there's a gun tucked inside his waistband.
Damn.
I'm okay.
This angle of the confrontation was shot by Minneapolis tax attorney Max Shapiro. He says he pulled out his cell phone just as Preddy was tackled.
You can see that I approached him while I was still taking video. In one hand, I have the video. In the other hand, I'm hugging.
I'm okay. Are we all okay? Are we all safe?
He says he was stunned when 11 days later, Preddy was shot dead.
It's surreal, and it's incredibly emotional.
Trump supporters say the video shows a whole new side.
Oh, he kicked that bitch twice.
Well, it shows his state of mind. An angry person who is expressing his rage. It tells you a lot.
He kicked that bitch
about
twice.
His mindset.
It does paint a different picture of who Preddy was.
It definitely does.
And the kind of violent attacks that ICE and Border Patrol have to deal with.
A Preddy family.
That's definitely true.
Hitting back. Nothing that happened a full week before.
They could have locked his ass up right there.
Alex's killing at the hands of ICE on January 24th.
I don't agree with spitting on law enforcement, but his personality, his decisions are not germane to the fact that 11 days later, for a completely different altercation, he was shot 10 times after his weapon was removed from him.
And President Trump...
You heard what he said, his weapon.
Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, who's taking a lot of heat for the chaos in Minnesota, was there, but all the way at the end of the table. Meanwhile, the residents of embattled Minneapolis are embracing a new Lady Gaga recording.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
We ain't doing that. But come on now, yo. Come on now, yo. Like, we gonna be, this man had a whole firearm at a protest, bro. Then 11 days before, you kicking and spitting at law enforcement and shit. Like, come on, man. He was an antagonist, bro. He was a paid protester, bro. Like, allegedly, but I'm just, you know what I mean? Just like, come on now, bro. I don't know why the hell people ain't Like, come on now, man. People gotta look up, like, listen up, man. You didn't that motherfucker kicking law enforcement and spitting on them and all types of shit. Like, I don't know what the fuck else. You feel me? Then you got a firearm. Like, why do you got a firearm? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what's like? But it's all good, man. We about to switch. We about to pivot. We gonna pivot now. Let's see what they say with Don Lemon. Let's see what we get back. Let's see what he said with Don Lemon. Because Don Lemon, I know his ass was, he part of the motherfucking, he part of it too. So let's see what they say. I know he just, he spoke out about it. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe. We know Don Lemon was he a part of it, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? Like, well, let's see what he had to say.
We turn now to breaking news on the arrest of Don Lemon. The former CNN anchor turned independent journalist is out of jail, released just a short time ago. He's accused of participating in an anti-ICE protest that disrupted a church service in St. Paul. That was 2 Sundays ago. U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi announced the arrest herself, saying Lemon was involved in a, quote, coordinated attack. Lemon says he was just doing his job. Here's Chief Correspondent Matt Gutman in Los Angeles.
Tonight, Don Lemon defiantly addressing reporters after being indicted on that federal civil rights charge.
I have spent my entire career covering the news. I will not stop now. I'm just gonna walk in.
His crime, he said, was a conventional act of journalism, reporting on this disruption of a Minnesota church service 2 weeks ago.
I'm not gonna get in the middle of it because I'm not here as an activist, I'm here as a journalist.
And Lemon followed
that video we just watched don't show that.
His pastor was also an immigration official. Lemon was arrested last night in Los Angeles where he was covering the Grammys. Meanwhile, 1,500 miles away,
agents are at my door right now. There's
Minnesota journalist Georgia Ford, who was also at the church, posted live as she was about to be arrested. Lemon has defended his actions that day.
I was there just simply chronicling what they were doing, which is what journalists do all the time.
But 2 days after the protest, President Trump called him out.
Don Lemon is a loser, lightweight. I still have the way he
this nigga Trump was funny as shit.
When the Trump administration first tried to indict Lemon in court, it was rejected by 2 federal judges. Today, Attorney General Pam Bondi said it was her decision to arrest the journalists.
You have the right to worship freely and safely. And if I haven't been clear already, if you violate that sacred right, we are coming after you.
And I will not be silent. I look forward to my day in court.
And that date, Tony, is February 9th in Minneapolis. Now, Lemon said that there was no more important time for a free and independent media, but in court earlier, the prosecution alleged that he was part of a mob that tried to terrorize a church during a worship service. His attorney said they will fight this vigorously in court, Tony.
I agree. He definitely was trying to look like a mob to me. Y'all in the church yelling. Y'all ain't even supposed to be that loud in the church. Y'all in the church yelling and loud, and this is probably elderly people and children there. Like, come on now, man. That was way uncalled for. Like, y'all could have went outside. Y'all could have went. My man, she went to the pastor house. He said the pastor had some type of ties to ICE. Let me see. Minneapolis pastor, ICE agent. Minneapolis, Minnesota. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe. Let me see. Oh, they said that motherfucker is, hold on, 12 days. So yeah, they saying he was an ICE agent. But man, I don't agree with that. So what, even if he is an ICE agent, he a pastor right there. So it's like, come on now. I don't really understand though. Let me see, Judge locked the knobs request outreach and ICE. Yeah, they on some bullshit now. But we gonna get to Candace Owens though.
So at least 60 people are facing charges for interfering with federal law enforcement in the Twin Cities. And anti-ICE protests are showing no signs of letting up.
And now President Trump is sending a direct message to the father of the woman killed in last week's agent-involved shooting.
Matt Finn joins us now from Minneapolis with the latest. Hey, Matt.
Good morning, everyone. It's been 1 week since Renee Good was shot and killed here in Minneapolis. And since then, the federal government has surged hundreds more agents into the city.
Look at this shit, yo. Yo, why are these people out here, bro?
Agents used flashbangs last night to deter protesters outside of the federal facility that ICE is using as a detention center. Protesters taunt officers day and night at this location, even launching fireworks at them. And when it turns violent, federal officers use crowd control tactics and take people into custody. Now, clashes between anti-ICE activists and immigration agents, they're not cooling down in the Twin Cities. Yesterday, protesters surrounded federal officers as they were apparently taking people into custody. Minneapolis police tell Fox yesterday they arrested 31 protesters.
So he got the fake vest on like he just come from work. These people ain't got no jobs.
Now, we caught up with Border Patrol on a targeted enforcement. Now, all around the Twin Cities, you hear these ear-piercing whistles. Activists blow the whistles when they see agents to alert the anti-ICE network.
There's all these
anti-ICE network
going on around us right now. What are these people blowing those whistles for?
You know, it's interesting you ask that, Matt. Oftentimes these individuals have no reason or they have no clue why we are in an area. We could arrest, again, a child molester or a child rapist or a murderer, illegal alien, and they don't seem to care. They don't agree with that for some odd reason.
Right, like I'm not understanding that. Like, yo, these people, like, I'm not like, yo, if they be arrested an illegal alien, that's their job to do that, right? It's Border Patrol. Like, I don't understand. Like, what is the job of the catch the most criminal, most wanted, and all that? That's the U.S. Marshal, right? So what do people go start marching and protesting for when the U.S. Marshal start catching the illegal fugitives? Like, that's their job. The police job is to catch the criminal on the street. I don't understand why people was protesting for about a government agency to do their job. Like, that's the most illogical shit to me. I don't understand. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's their job to do that. If you not an illegal alien, you don't have nothing to worry about. Like, I told you, I think I got pulled. I've been telling people that I think I got pulled over by ICE agent one time. You know what I mean? And he ain't give me no hard way to go. Hey, license registration, here you go. Boom. Check and good. All right, good, man. You know, go have a good day. That's it. If you illegal, then you got something to worry about. You illegal. I mean, you know, I mean, you gotta watch out. Keep your head on the swivel. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why people were so in the uproar about Border Patrol, immigration, doing their job. They just stepping that shit up now. Like, that shit was lackadaisical, and for real, it really wasn't. They say you can look at the numbers. They say Obama and man, look, we about to look at the numbers. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel. We about to look at the numbers, bro. Obama deportation numbers. Obama deported way more people than Trump. Like, motherfuckers is thinking Trump was Trump this, Trump that. Man, look, I'm about to show y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel too, man. Y'all getting the real over here. We ain't with the narrative and what the, you know what I mean, go along, get along. We ain't with none of that. We ain't with the, you know what I mean, phony, fugazi. You gonna get the real facts over here. Facts over feeling, over all that. But hold on, let me see what this about.
There have been about 177,000 fewer deportations in Trump's first year as president than there were in Obama's first year.
No.
Trump campaigned on tough immigration. His most iconic promise was to
build that wall.
build that wall.
In February, then DHS Secretary John Kelly took action. He released 2 memos that call for more Border Patrol officers and ICE agents. This caused some panic. There were a lot of stories being published about ICE roundups and immigration raids. So in April, I submitted a FOIA request to see what the deportation numbers really looked like. Deportation numbers didn't start to drop until Obama's second term in office. Those lower numbers have held steady, if not continued to decline under Trump. One big thing to watch is DACA. Monthly deportation numbers didn't start to decline until Obama signed the executive order. In September, Attorney General Jeff Sessions announced the end of DACA, but he gave Congress 6 months to figure out what to do about the Dreamers. Trump's highest deportation month had half the deportations of Obama's highest month. DACA could change everything.
You heard what she said? Trump highest deportation month was half. So Trump highest was half of Obama. You know what I mean? Like, for real. That be like, I told you, like, Obama, like, I'm gonna show y'all Obama's speech.
Last time we spoke, you said that you weren't king, you were president. There were only certain things you could do unilaterally. As time goes on, 1,000 deportations on average a day.
Damn.
People are wondering, in our Twitter feeds and Facebook feeds, that's the question everybody asks. Won't you at least consider unilaterally freezing deportations for the parents of deferred action kids?
Yeah. Here's the problem that I have, Jose, and I've said this consistently. My job in the executive branch is supposed to be to carry out the laws that are passed. Congress has said, here's the law when it comes to those who are undocumented, and they allocate a whole bunch of money for enforcement. And what I have been able to do is to make a legal argument that I think is absolutely right, which is that given the resources we have, we can't do everything that Congress has asked us to do. What we can do is then carve out the DREAM Act folks, saying young people who have basically grown up here are Americans that we should welcome. We're not going to have them operate under a cloud, under a shadow. But if we start broadening that, then essentially I would be ignoring the law in a way that I think would be very difficult to defend legally. So that's not an option. And I do get a little worried that advocates of immigration reform start losing heart and immediately thinking, well, somehow there's an out here. If Congress doesn't act, we'll just have the president sign something and that'll take care of it and we won't have to worry about it. What I've said is that there's a path to get this done, and that's through Congress. And right now, everybody should be focused on making sure that that bill that's already passed out of the Senate hits the floor of the House of Representatives. It's not as if the votes are not there.
It's not a speech. Let me see, hold on. I know I showed it on my, probably a couple of lives, but deportation. He wasn't fucking around. Okay.
Even as we are a nation of immigrants, we're also a nation of laws. Undocumented workers broke our immigration laws, and I believe that they must be held accountable, especially those who may be dangerous. That's why over the past 6 years, deportations of criminals are up 80%. And that's why we're going to keep focusing enforcement resources on actual threats to our security. Felons, not families. Criminals, not children. Gang members, not a mom who's working hard to provide for her kids. We'll prioritize, just like law enforcement does every day. Even as
he ain't saying the same shit. He ain't saying nothing different that Trump really saying for real. Trump just said, y'all ain't gonna lie, Trump a funny motherfucker, yo. I don't know where the fuck this nigga Trump got his sense of humor from, but Trump is funny. I'll give it to him. Trump could be a comedian. He could be a comedian for real. No jokes aside, he could have. He's funny. But Obama deported way more people than immigrants than Trump did. So I don't know where people getting all this, You feel what I'm saying? Like, but I showed y'all that already. We gonna see. We gonna get on this Candace Owens real quick, and I'm gonna get up off here. Candace Owens, she been talking about Kirk, how Kirk ain't been, you know what I mean, right since Charlie Kirk died. Which I agree. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe. Let's see. Hold on, let's say the audio.
This isn't the greatest look, right?
You go to exit right now.
Fair use at.
Obvious point of this.
Giggling.
Before I do that, make sure y'all check out this guy channel right here, man. My first time watching him, the Pascal show. I think I watched it before. Pascal show. Let's see. Yeah, make sure y'all check out his channel.
I need to hear what
this Candace Owens right here talking about Erika Kirk. Now Erika Kirk been acting a little strange ever since Charlie Kirk died. And I agree. You know what I mean? I don't know what's, Erika Kirk, she don't seem like she grieving that hard. You know what I mean? For real. To me. You know what I mean? But, Candace Owens, she got a lot to say. You know what I mean? And I like Candace Owens for the most part.
thoughts are on this. But here's the thing. Candace Owens released this leaked audio, okay, from Turning Point USA, in which Erika Kirk is heard giggling and cheerfully discussing attendance figures, merchandise sales, which is insane, and performance metrics, okay, from Charlie Kirk's actual memorial event. Just 11 days after his demise, y'all. 11 whole days. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy to me. Now, we're going to talk about a bunch of things because, I'm going to be interjecting my opinions here throughout the viewing or the listening of this audio. But this is very interesting nonetheless. So let's roll that beautiful beam footage, shall we?
Want to make sure that we properly and fairly contextualize it. So we're not being choosy. We're not cutting this for drama. The obvious point of this call to set this up is to introduce Erika. She's the new leader. Not even introducing, she's just heading up this call, but obviously she's going to be at the helm of this, so they're getting to know her. And she does begin the call by being thankful to the entire Turning Point USA team for their work at the memorial event. So let's take a listen.
Hi, everybody. I still love all these emoji Zoom things. Wow. I don't even know where to begin. The fact that we were able to pull off an event of a century, like, it's just insane. We had over 275,000 people that attended, and the stadium, overflow, Westgate, insane, you guys. And then you have, was it 100 million? You guys that heard the gospel and all about Charlie and all about everything that you guys do, and the hard work of Turning Point USA is insane. We had thousands that were registered to vote. I think we're at like over 200,000 for merch sales. Don't quote me on that because I think it just keeps like bumping up like crazy. But I just wanted to say a huge, huge, huge thank you to the events team.
Now, let me just say this really quick. I'm not here to judge anybody that's going through a grieving process. Now, this obviously is 11 whole days, 11, 12 days after the demise of Charlie Kirk. I don't know how somebody's going to react. I don't think all of us are going to, know how we're going to react when we lose somebody.
I mean, yeah, that's true, because everybody do react different. Everybody not a sound down person, you know what I mean? And be honest with you, I'm it all depends, you know what I mean? I'm kind of that person. I try my best not to, be down and, especially when you lose somebody like that. The main thing I feel like they will want you to do is to just keep going. You feel what I'm saying? You're gonna be sad and all, especially if it's your husband or your wife or something like that, or your mom, your grandma, something, somebody you was really actually close to. You're gonna feel it. No bullshit, especially 10, 12 years, you still gonna feel it. So, but like I say, everybody do react different. Some people, they get up and work and do what they need to do, and so. But to me, that right there, that's neither here nor there. You know what I mean? Like I say, everybody grieve different. Some people sob, some people cry, sorrow, shit like that. And some people be like how Erika Kirk is. Like, we gotta keep the ball rolling, you know what I mean? This is what my husband would want. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. People was trying to say that about Gilly too, about when Gilly lost his son. You know what I mean? Niggas was saying like, well, how Gilly, he still, you know what I mean, partying, how he still had that party and all that. Everybody grieve different, you know what I mean? But what make Kirk bags, she got start getting real close to JD Vance. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she kept talking about him, and they was taking pictures and hugging and looking, you know what I mean? That was looking a little, you know what I mean, crazy. Like, I was looking a little crazy to JD Vance. But let's look at that real quick. That was a little, you know what I mean? That was a little wild. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that hugs and the, you know what I mean? Just was a little, to me, it was a little, you know what I mean? Like, it was a little, let me see. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, man. Like, subscribe. Y'all getting the real over here. Let me see. I need something quick.
JD Van.
Let me see. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this one right here was a little suspect.
It's the moment that's breaking the internet and sparking a political firestorm. Vice President J.D. Vance and Erika Kirk, the widow of Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk, shared a warm embrace on stage, and now everyone's talking. This happened at the University of Mississippi during the first major Turning Point USA event since Charlie Kirk's tragic assassination. Erika Kirk gave an emotional speech honoring her late husband, then introduced J.D. Vance as the guest of honor, saying, "No one will ever replace my husband, but I do see some similarities in Vice President Vance." And that's when it happened. Vance walked up, they hugged, and within hours, photos of that moment were everywhere. Online users froze the frame, analyzed every detail, the hand placement, the hair touch, the body language. Some called it a touching moment of faith and solidarity. Others, too personal, too intimate, too soon. But one thing's for sure, it's the viral image of the week, combining emotion, politics, and controversy all in one frame. J.D.
You ain't going
already in headlines for his comments about faith.
You ain't going really, you feel what I'm saying? It's just a hug, but still though, it was, you know what I mean? It's a lot more to it too. She ain't look real grieving to me, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, that's what it is, man. I appreciate everybody that tapped in with me. I'm about to tap out, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel. We're definitely gonna be going live tomorrow. I'm gonna go live a little early too tomorrow, about probably 2, 3 in the afternoon. You know what I mean? Yeah, make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel. We definitely gonna be I got some more content coming this way too. Got some more content coming this way. So yeah, make sure y'all check out my other videos. I still got to upload my St. Martin vlog, but that's going on my other channel. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just keep this channel because that's really gonna go on my other channel. So yeah, man, I appreciate everybody that tapped in with me, man. Robbie TV, I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to my other videos. Check them out. Yeah, man, we out.